For me to be here and to see all the friendships that are being renewed and all the memories that come back. And it reminds me of a poem by Edgar A. Guest, and a few lines from that poem are, wealth is health, a happy home, an ear that hears the robin song, some treasured friend, a heart content, and lasting memories lingering long. And that's what this reminds me of today, is lasting memories lingering long, and I'm just really thrilled to be here. So Greg, we're going to talk about some of the things that have happened in the last 50 years. And the first one I want to talk about is we saw some men walk on the moon. Neil Armstrong got on the moon, and Greg brought up an interesting point. And Keith Phillips hit a great 6-iron shot yesterday morning to help us win this tournament. He had a couple of great 6-iron shots. So Greg, I want you to tell them what you found on the internet about a 6-iron.
Well, when I think it was Neil Armstrong that hit the shot on the moon. Do you know what iron he used? What club he took? It was indeed a 6-iron. So I don't know if Keith can hit it quite that far. And I don't think we have any exact measurement of how far he hit it on the moon, but the golf ball is probably still up there, and I would consider that truly in the rough.
The end of the Cold War era. You know, as kids in elementary school, we practiced sitting under our desks in case there was a bomb attack from the Eastern Bloc countries. Well, that all ended, starting with the coming down of the Berlin Wall in November of 1989. And then a month later, in December, the Soviet Union, their economy collapsed, and they basically fell apart, and those Eastern Bloc countries broke up. And it allowed democracy to start moving into the area. And I think that's a great thing. Now, another thing that has come about, and I've talked to a lot of people today about it, is the computer, the development of the computer. We graduated from high school, computers took up a whole room, and we talked about that but didn't see it. I got down to the University of Utah, and we had IBM cards, and computers were still huge. But look how they've progressed now at Silicon Valley in California. With what we have, Greg's got it right here on his, so hold that up, Greg. That's probably got more power in it than was in a whole room back when we were young, and that's changed our whole outlook on what's taken place in the world. Last May, I was attending Weber High School's graduating class of 2015. They tagged themselves as the hashtag and Twitter generation. I think back of what we tagged ourselves. We had so many things that were in front of us that were unknown. But you look at the technological changes that have taken place over that period of time, and it's absolutely incredible. These kids from Weber High School said that success isn't going to be measured by what we gain in wealth. But he made the comment, it's to give hope and happiness to those whose paths we cross. And I'm hoping that for the next 20 years, each one of us every day will bring hope and happiness to other people in their lives.
Some facts about 1965 that are rather interesting. That it was the time of Vietnam, and anti-war protest was heightening. There were 35,000 who marched on Washington. It was also the year of the Watts riots. Fashions were changing. Women's skirts were getting shorter. The miniskirt was adopted. Skirts then got longer. Now they're getting shorter again. So hair got longer. The major craze of the day were Super Balls and skateboards. So that stuck around for a while. The Beatles released 4 new albums in 1965, including Help. Back in those days, the Dow Jones was at 969. An average new house cost $13,600. The average income per year was $6,450. A gallon of milk was, a gallon of gas was about 31 cents. I remember it down to 19.9. And a loaf of bread was 21 cents, and the average rent was $118 a month. So things have changed a lot since then. And I noticed that when I run and jump off, the thought of running and jumping off the porch would never occur to me now. I run, I'll go for about 3 or 4 miles, and then all of a sudden it feels like my ankle's broken for about a half a mile, and then seems to click back in. I know some of us are growing hair where we never thought we'd need it, and losing hair where we really thought we liked it. And things are just, there is something real to this aging business. We've had 5 reunions at 10 years apart. I figure we've got maybe 2 more. We'll see what happens 10 years from now. But as we approach this time, the spirit of the evening is enjoying friendships, catching up, and I think that's what life is about now as we wind down, as we start doing those things that are truly meaningful in life, enjoying grandkids and enjoying each other in true friendships, and that's what the whole thing is about. So our wish for you is that you live long and prosper, and that you enjoy this evening to simply spend time together with old friends. Thank you very much. It's a privilege to be here. I am in awe of all the preparation that has been done this evening to make this event really occur. I can come in just at the end and make some remarks, and I'm devoid of all the work that goes into planning this, but your committee has really done a beautiful job. It's an honor to be with all of you. I treasure your friendships, and just look forward to spending some time with you this evening. Thank you.
We are appreciative of every single person that could come here tonight. I saw something on the internet the other day. It was a dog in a car looking out the window. And if you've ever seen that, they always have a smile on their face. The caption was, "True happiness is enjoying the scenery while on detour." Now, a lot of us have been on detours, you know. It could be business, it could be health, it could be family, any number of detours. And so along the way, we want to be able to enjoy the scenery as we go. Now, as Greg mentioned, Vietnam was a big theme for us in our class. And so I would like all those that have served in the military, if they would please stand right now so we can give them some recognition.